He managed to sweep up 3 world titles and many other prestigious honours as well. So top set. And what a start by Parts.
And the little celebration there just sends out a little message and just lets Ross Montgomery know that I'm in this. Just because you played well in round 1, you're not going to have it all your own way this time around. And look back.
He managed to sweep up 3 world titles and many other prestigious honours as well. So top set. And what a start by Parts.
And the little celebration there just sends out a little message and just lets Ross Montgomery know that I'm in this. Just because you played well in round 1, you're not going to have it all your own way this time around. And look back.
Level 18. Tops. For a Scottish showstopper and a set winner for Ross Montgomery, who takes the opening set in sensational style. Had 6 starts, Phil. He only needed 3.
He did. A touch of class from Ross Montgomery there.
Montgomery will try and put himself in the same position.
Nice high one, yeah.
140.
Don't do the famous Dirk.
40.
But tops for John Part and a 2-1 lead in set number 2. Clinical, absolutely clinical from John Part. And this is the complete opposite from set 1. Just compose yourself and be you.
Did get himself down to a finish there, John Part. It's the biggest fish of them all. Neil Duff hoping to be a big fish in this tournament.
I like the fact that he's here already, soaking in the atmosphere ahead of tonight, so he knows what it's going to be about. Obviously, he didn't get to play in round 1, where everyone else will have played, so maybe behind the 8 ball a little bit, so just getting here nice and early.
Yeah, I did hear from him yesterday as well.
Game shot on the second leg.
Ross Montgomery, though, is starting to dominate this starting duel. If he gets a treble 20, it's an awkward double 15.
Bullseye for the set for Montgomery. Good effort,
65.
but not there.
John your car 6.
I don't think double 3 is too bad for John Part. If he puts one below it, he can work off it, much like we saw in that double 16. But why bother with that when you can go straight in? And John Part here has clawed his way back into this set from nowhere, piling the pressure on Ross Montgomery, who's just taking his time. Probably wise. Not that much difference really between 160 and 140, but if he thinks it was in a treble, he'll be thinking he's very hard done by, and he'll be feeling even worse now. Oh, what timing! We said it would come down to that for John Part. And like clockwork, he produces a magnificent maximum, and he's gonna get a shot for the set, a set that he trailed 2-0.
John Part, the maximum, sets up the 81 for 3 legs on the spin and to give him the lead in the contest. But he is going to have to reproduce a recovery dart, and he can't do it.
41, Ross your car 120.
Now Montgomery gets his go. Needs a treble, gets a treble. Single 20. Double 20, can only see half of it. Huge dart for both. 100. And it collides with the blocker. And now Part has a clear sight of the same target.
There was no way through for Montgomery. John Part to lead in sets. Massive dart here. Switching down to 10s. And JP pins double 10. The 3 times former champion of the world leads this contest 2-1. He trailed 2-0 in the set. He clawed himself back into it. And all of a sudden, Chris, John Part has gone favourite for this contest.
Yeah.
He's recomposed himself fabulously. It's a good marker.
No score.
3 well-thrown darts there, to be fair, but it's not the end of the world because he will return.
Yeah, nothing John Part can do here other than hit and then hope.
would like another big treble and finds one. Now there is pressure on this double 12.
Getting shot on the second leg, Ross Montgomery.
Ross Montgomery leads set 4, 2-0.
Double 16 for John Part to level up the set and then throw for the match. Oh, 76. So close, agonisingly close.
And judging by his reaction, I think that when that left the fingers, he thought that was good.
Montgomery breathes again. He opts for tops. Hasn't been a friend to him in this game. Double 10 has been kinder.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. The double 10 has got Montgomery out of jail yet again as we go to a last set decider. 2 sets all. It's now a best of 5 between John Part and Ross Montgomery.
Again, this has been a pattern throughout the legs. 140, 121, and then suddenly 2 really scruffy scores from Montgomery. It's on. It's on. Double 12. Oh, the width of the wire away.
John Part almost put himself on the hill. As it is, he will return for a 2-leg lead in the deciding set.
110.
It's going to be 3 darts at double 6 for John Part. Huge moments of this contest. Again, double 3, not the worst because of the way his darts sit. Perfect. Stick one on top. He's over adjusted.
Russell Carr 36.
Will he look back at those darts? There's a moment the match got away. If Ross Montgomery can pin this double 18, I think he might.
Each on the second leg. Ross Montgomery.
The Scotsman survives.
Third leg, Ross to through first. Game on.
That little smirk there from Montgomery says it all. He knows he has just dodged a bullet here in this deciding set. Part. The way that marker sat, you just think, just clip it on top and you're 2-0 up. But Montgomery, treble 17, would have left the ball. It's not going to go, so John Part will get the opportunity to send us to a decider. 98 for the Canadian. Needs a treble. He's undecided. And I think that undecisiveness has cost him the opportunity.
Yeah, did he think about the new school way of going double-double there? Match point arrives to Ross Montgomery. He's been unable to shake John Part off throughout this darting duel. He tees up tops to win it. And in the end, Ross is the boss, much to the relief of his family. Wife Dorothy, yeah, the heart was going. John Part made sure that he got that ticker racing. A really good dogfight. But you look back at the second leg of that set when Part missed those 3 darts and what might have been for the 3-time world champion. Instead, Ross Montgomery kind of scrapes home.
Yeah, he does. John Part will be kicking himself. The opportunity was there. He couldn't take it, but it is all about Ross Montgomery, who books his place in the quarterfinals here of the BetGoodwin Seniors World Championship. Been a good response here from Tony O'Shea. If he can
85.
pin this 64, it just gives him
Tony
some confidence.
Requires 64.
Over adjusted.
44.
The first dart
Derek
to pin the treble 8
68.
was brilliant. The darts at a double were wayward. And now Coulson should get a dart for 2-0.
Gauge on the second leg.
Derek Coulson is on a mission here. He breaks O'Shea, leads the first set 2-0.
Lose this set 3-0 and will think that he should have been 2-1 up.
Yeah, the opportunities have been there. Silverback hasn't taken them. And Coulson finds a maximum. And all of a sudden, this leg has spun dramatically in the favour of the Welshman.
57.
And he's looking at 77 for the first set.
Double 10.
Game's on the first set.
Coulson rattles through the
Derek
opening
Coulson.
set. O'Shea
Second
put
set,
himself in
first
some
leg.
promising
Tony to throw
positions, but
first. Game on.
the throw just let him down at the wrong time. Coulson capitalised and leads by a set to 0.
Derek requires
It's how he applies himself in the
116.
break. And he's going to get a dart at the combo.
Game's on the
Pinned.
second
Derek
set.
Coulson
Derek
leads 2-0
Coulson.
and is in complete control of this tie.
Requires 40.
That Della fella. Coulson here fluffs the finish, and O'Shea has
Tony
got a route back in.
requires
This would be
60.
for another break in this topsy-turvy set. Had to waste a dart to get a go at tops, but he only
Game's
needed
on
one
the
dart.
Tony O'Shea.
Final set.
140.
Can he seal it in style? Another double 10. Brilliant. Absolutely sublime from Derek Coulson. It's a 3 straight sets victory for the Welshman, finishing it with a blistering 140 finish to send the silver back home. And in truth, Chris, from start to finish, it was dominated by the Welshman.
Yeah.
Just to keep him in this leg. That's a perfect first start for Robert Thornton. You just knew, Jack, as soon as dart 1 was there, it was almost Paul Hinks take it away.
Set it up perfectly, and now Daryl Fitton can only apply the pressure himself. If not, Robert Thornton is returning for the first set. Usual MO would be to go for 1 for double tops. There's the big one, made sure. Now down to double 10. Slap bang in the middle. Robert Thornton makes no mistake with the double 10, his secondary double. And he takes the opening set against Daryl Fitton. Had to work hard for that. Found himself 2-1 behind. Leaves the 160, might force Robert. I was going to say force him into attacking with the treble 19, but
75.
earned himself a dart double 10 in the end.
160.
That was the segment that won him the first set, but chance now for Fitton. Another one of those. That sat on the board perfectly. Tops for Fitton.
Game show the first leg.
It's the best checkout of the tournament so far. Daryl Fitton piles in the 160 to win the opening leg of the second set.
For the Dazzler, it would be a 3-0 set whitewash if he can pin double 8. Oh, that's erratic. It's wild. And he busts his score.
Back to 76 if he gets another chance, which he does.
Now I have to ask you the logic in that. Surely you'd rather have 3 darts at double 2 than going right back to 76.
If my dart stood up like Daryl Fitton, I think I'd go back to 76. You get open beds. If he drops one just below the double 2, he isn't. He's gonna have to work around it. Can work off the side of that double 8 attempt.
Game show the second set.
And there we have it. Daryl Fitton pins double 8 last start in 3.
I'm aware of that. I was the referee.
I know.
Came close a couple of other times that week as well. It was one of them where you had that many opportunities, you just knew it was coming.
40.
Tops for Thornton to lead again in set 3.
Robert Thornton.
Clinical.
That's
That's better from the Thorn. Starting to hit tops now.
Tease it up really nicely. Might see him go 25 for 36 here.
$82. Robert
A confident
61.
Robert goes treble 7 to leave tops. That's the danger going that way. It's only 1 dart at double 4 and it's hit. Recovered the situation brilliantly. Thornton, he leads 2-1. And now Daryl Fitton has to find another.
These guys have got to wait around till today to get their tournament started.
Game show on the second
Which
leg.
Robert Thornton is doing in fine fashion now.
To stay alive, Daryl Fitton looks at 70.
Yeah, a little chuckle to Robert Thornton after hitting that treble. Double 8 for Fitton to stay alive. Huge dart.
54.
Goes the wrong side of the one that was already in the board. And Robert Thornton has a match-winning opportunity.
Thornton pins double two.
Robert Thornton.
To double. Sounds easy when you put it like that.
Now we're going to see some sublime timing here from Leonard Gates. Great dart, double top.
91.
Could not quite complete the combination.
Michael requires
big
52.
moment for the direction of this match.
And for that direction, I feel that Huntley has to get this. And he does. That could be huge for this contest. Mike Huntley takes the opening set on throw. Gates missed a set dart, and the Welshman steps in.
$59. Leonard requires 46.
Options on this. Goes 14 to leave double 16. Which he
Gates
pins
on
no
the
problem at all.
second
And
leg.
he's
Leonard
rattling
Gates,
through the
third
legs
leg.
now, Leonard
Michael
Gates.
to throw first.
Yeah, he leads 2-0 here in set 3. Then the soldier has said to everyone else, I am coming for this crown.
Well, Mike Huntley's turned up now. Absolutely brilliant spell from him.
140. Michael requires 40. Games on the second
All
leg.
square
Michael
in the set,
Huntley,
just to
third
stop
leg,
Leonard in his
to
tracks after
throw
that.
first.
So 16 segment. And now the bull.
Games on the third leg.
Dart in the heart of Gates,
Michael Huntley.
who was on easy street
Fourth leg. Michael to throw first.
for a good 10-minute spell in this match, but suddenly Mike Huntley has reminded him of his presence and how.
Yeah, that shows a lot of character there from Michael Huntley, because Leonard Gates had served it up to him. But all of a sudden, Huntley is now serving for 2 sets all. I don't dislike it because it gets the crowd going. It makes Michael Huntley think.
Still waving the 180 cards as Huntley takes aim, last dart, and has that ploy. Works for Leonard Gates. The 180 doesn't leave a double. He has to use a dart to get there. But was it enough to plant a seed of doubt in the mind of Mike?
Yeah, for me, the 180 created the pressure. The referee belts it out. The crowd are on their feet. And now Gates has the opportunity to break back, and he does. Master stroke for me. I love the play from Leonard Gates there, Chris.
180 now.
It would be funny, though.
Surely not. Yeah, safe play, Leonard. That was the right way to go about it.
He made absolutely... That was the safest dart at the Big 20 I've ever seen.
Well, the 180 in the last leg helped him carve out this opportunity, and he's got all the time in the world to do it. Gates gets going at the World Championship and shows that he may well be a contender. A slow start, but once he got in the swing of things, he started really dancing through to the next round.